And thanks for staying with us. It's still the conversation, and we are discussing religion and participatory democracy in Lagos. Dr. Jebe Abdullahi is the Special Advisor on Religion to Governor of Lagos Islam. I mentioned him earlier that he'll be joining us soon, and we still have Reverend Bukola Adeleke, essay on religion to Christianity to the Governor of Lagos, who is still seated here with us. You're welcome, Dr. Jebe.
Nice meeting you. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Wa alaikum salam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
I said good morning to everybody.
You're welcome. So I'm going to come straight to you because we were still still debating whether Lagos is 20 million or 22 million. So I will just come straight to you since you're just walking in. For viewers who are just watching us, of course they must have heard the term participatory democracy. Why is it important to Lagos? And why is it beyond just voting, on the day of election?
Thank you very much. Viewers at home, I said it's a pity coming late a bit, but said assalamu alaikum to the viewers of Muslim community and viewers at home, the Christendom, shalom, shalom. And everybody from traditionalists, I give it to you, Busa, in 3 forms. So, to the Lagosians and people living in Lagos, we need to know Lagos first. Lagos is a symbol of unity. In the years back, when Lagos, when the colonial era, Lagos stand alone. We are talking about the Western region. When they came in through Lagos, some through Enugu, anyway, coming together. We need the sub-nation or the sub-nationals of the Federation of Nigeria. Lagos stand out to be, a unity form, a unity place where everybody belongs to. So if I'm coming from Kano, I said, I live in Lagos. And people in Lagos, they accommodate everybody. When you are talking about religious, participation, or you are talking about religious, or you are talking about participating in religious, in voting or politics, you see, all elections, despite there's a large number from other countries, some nationals, like we say, okay, Kano, sometimes you see like about 2-3 million votes when it's time for election. They're not looking at religious involvement. In Lagos, what we do is that, you see, there's a lot of a game changing. When you're talking about, politics generally, Lagos started. I remember very, very well, 1979. Then I was a small boy. I was in primary 6 or 70. I finished there 1980. So I was a young boy, small boy, but we don't know what is politics then. During the years of Baba Jakonde and Baba Jafojo, both are Muslims. So religion is not coming in at all those times, and everybody believing in them. What politics is about? Who are those people in the politics? The community, the people within the region, everybody believes in, you are the politician, and when it's time for them, the politician picks themselves. And when it's time for election, everybody comes from the community. So they know their individual participation within the community. They know their integrity within the community. This is not relying on either being you a Christian or being you a Muslim.
Yeah.
Okay. Look at Baba Shagari and his vice, Alesi Kweme. You understand? Why it is that at the national level? Because no religions, everybody comes from each religion. You understand me? Even as a civil servant, you either belong to a Christian or in the Muslim faithful. You understand me? So no matter how it is, at the top there, they look at it, okay, Christian will produce somebody, so Muslim so will produce someone. Now not to live any religion
behind.
behind. And then it wasn't on religious basis. It was from the zoning. It's like about zoning. If I'm zoning now, we want to zone, like let's say, okay, Adeleke, it can bring all the south, the southeast, southwest, east, northeast, all these eastern countries and southern countries. So then that was how it was formed. But it, aggravating when the militaries take over the government. So it was just military. They didn't want to know which religion they belong to.
Okay, I really like that you took us back memory lane.
So
like history.
Now, when Asiwaju came on board, 1998, we are young boys. So then I have been at the Muslim port. Whenever they want to do, they don't go to, they don't do this Muslim this thing, Christian this thing, traditional. No. Then we follow them. We just moving around. When they are going, our politicians are going, we go with them. When it's time to see them, they say, I'm looking on you. We go to social place to go and pray. They give the Muslim leaders listen.
So it was participatory.
It is
beyond religion.
It is beyond the religion.
Okay.
But today now, if anybody picks somebody, if he picks, okay, let's say, I want to take you back to when the current governor of Lagos, Mr. Abdullahi Olusola Sanwo-Olu, when he picks the cabinet in 2023, there was a lot of agitation from one religious angle that said, oh no, you are picking all these are Christians, all these are Muslims. So it wasn't religion, but politics is about the politicians. You understand me? Politics is about politicians. I work in the process. When it's time to share the dividends, they look at, okay, these are the people that do the job. Okay. You understand? That lead us to the glory land. So now they want to pick. They pick them for themselves.
All right.
But nevertheless, politics has been over the time. I want before I stop. I sometimes, when I was reading Quran during Ramadan, I just recall this morning. I said, okay, politics is everywhere. The Almighty God that even created us, we don't say he does politics. When he wants to create human being, in Quran chapter 2, verse 34, he called the angels. It was him alone in the Holy Quran. He said it's only him and the angels. He now called them. He said, come, I want to create human being. I'm coming to where politics started. He now said, I want to create human being. He now said, Atajal fiha mo yufsiduha wa yasfiku dima wa nusabihu bi amdika wa nuqaddisulaka. Say, God, why did you want to create human being? He said, are we not enough for you to uplift your names and sacrifice every time you wanted for us? Said, no. I know what you don't know. He now created Adam. When he created Adam, he called Adam, come, this is this. This is this, this is this, this is this, this is this, this is this. He now called all the angels. Angels were not there. He now called them back. Come and tell me what is this. He has taught him already. That's politics. So when they came, they said they don't know it. I said, Adam, please tell me what is it. He said, this is cup. This is a glass. This is a table. This is a chair. So he said, God, forgive us. You know more than us. So in politics, you understand me? He played them. He showed them supremacy. He showed them the supremacy of being. But these days now, politics has gone beyond politicking. Directly or indirectly, we have included what do I call it? Religious into politics.
Okay, you were not here when I asked that question. Okay, let you have that question because I want to ask you that question again.
Okay. So the truth is, politics, we play politics every day, everywhere, even in our families and all. But I want to come down to youth participation now, because again, we are very religious in this side in Nigeria. We are very, very religious, and we see our religious leaders, we hold them in high esteem, exactly. You know, we listen to whatever they tell us to do and all that. And so for the young people, they are actively involved in religious activities, you understand, but pay less attention when it has to do with civic participation or want to get involved in governance. And I see this as a gap. And so I would like to know what the religious leaders are doing to encourage the young ones, you know, to want to be actively involved when it has to do with governance.
Thank you. I attended a seminar, they call it National Youth Conference at Unilag about 2 weeks ago. National Youth Conference in Unilag. I was there with the incoming governor. So there's a guy that came out and asked that question. He said, how can youth be part of politics? I remember very well. You know, Mr. Deputy Governor, the incoming governor, now says there's no way youth will not be involved. There's no government that won't put youth in the government. Look at APC, a progressive party, where we belong to. You understand? We have youth wing. We have youth leader at all levels, from the zone to the ward, from the ward to the LGA, from the LGA to the state, and to the federal level. I know Honorable Daya Israel is the youth leader for national at the national level. And is coordinating very fantastically. Go to his page, Daya Israel. He's coordinating fantastically well. Coupled with ST, Mr. Sheyi Tinubu. In fact, they call their movement as City Boy Movement. City Boy Movement are full of youths. There's no old man in it. City Boy. I'm part of City Boy.
You're partisan as a religious leader. Okay, I'm going to move to Reverend Adeleke now. Can religion build a bridge between government and citizens, and how do you do it as religious leaders?
Yeah, thank you very much for asking that question. You know, there's always a bridge or the way of communication between the government and religious leaders all over the world. That is why we are there as representative of government. One of the things that we do in our office is that we take government or government to our religious leader. We let them know what is happening in the government. They are not too far to the government. They themselves can see what is happening in government. And they themselves can testify to it. You get it? So we have so many forums that we use to communicate to our religious leaders. So that is why I say there's always a way of communicating or bridge between the government and religious leaders. And that is why when some of them are speaking, you will see that they speak from what they know, not what they hear, what they know. So because there is a way that even at times the you know, like let me use this as an example. That's my brother just said now that he attended one of the programs at University of Lagos. And when our religious leaders are doing one or two things again, they do invite the government. And if Mr. Governor or Mr. Deputy cannot go in person as they requested, they will ask some of us, is either Alhaji Jebe or me, at times SSG, at times one of the commissioners, to go and represent so that the government can also mark their presence. They too, they are so important to the government.
I'd like to understand how your offices, you're both the SA to the governor on religion, Christianity, Islam, and so how the role of your office in also ensuring that dividends of democracy extends to the general public.
Yes.
Both of you will speak. Yeah.
Yes, now he has just said it now, because the religious leaders are not far. Religious people generally, the religious, both in the Christendom and in the Muslim, they are not far from government. They are part of our government. They are part of decision making. Whenever there are a lot of fora, as I said earlier. So, and there is nothing government is doing that religious leaders are not carried along. None. There are a lot of fora, because there's one platform that we call NIREC, National Interreligious Council. It is only remaining now at the federal level, and Lagos.
You mentioned it.
Yes, in 2000, I was there. 2000, when the former president, Baba Obasanjo, he said they commissioned that council, that body then. So, they said they should move it down to the state level and to the local government level. It remains only in the federal today. When Ashwaju collected that thing, then Ashwaju formed 14-man members. The 14-man members, 7 from the Christendom and the 7 from the Muslim faithful. So they now have co-chairman. You understand me? So the Grand Chief Imam of Lagos is the co-chairman, while the chairman Khan is the co-chairman of the NIREC. That fora at the state level. In Lagos today, I want to tell you, Mr. Banjiro Olusola Sanwo-Olu have moved it down to the local government level. As I'm talking to you, in a couple of weeks now, there's going to be a meeting on that in NIREC that encompasses all the representative of all the 20 local governments and 37 LCDs that will be there. The religious leaders, both in the Christian and the Muslim, they will be there. We will soon do it. In a couple of weeks now, I can assure you that. So every government policy, every government activities, they're showcasing. And they are part of it. They know. When they are speaking on their podium, whether on Sunday or at the Juma service, they know what government is doing. They are part of the government. Because whatever we are doing, they are inside out. So there's no lacuna, there's no barrier within government and the religious leaders.
Okay, one very important issue that has been plaguing democracy, politics, voting in Nigeria as a whole, and even Lagos.
That has been what?
Plaguing Nigeria's democracy is voter apathy. Just last week, by-elections were held in some local governments where they lost about 3 supervisors? Councillors, where they lost 3 councillors. I remember Shomolu, I can't remember the others, and by-elections were held. I remember my correspondent coming back to say, there was voter apathy, people didn't
come out to vote.
So what is the role of religious leaders in ensuring people, understand this civic responsibility to come out to vote in order to avoid voter apathy?
Well, our religious leaders, they will still keep on encouraging and educating our youth and our mothers and our fathers. It is our responsibility, let me use the word our responsibility, to go out and to vote. At the beginning of this program I said, democracy is beyond voting during the election. So after the election, we must engage our people. We must attend town hall meetings, security meetings. We also need to promote peace and unity. All those things is part of good governance. And our government officials must be held accountable. So if our youth and our people are saying all these things, I believe at the same time, they will be encouraged to do more than what they have been doing. But we will not be discouraged. We will not be discouraged. It's our duty and our responsibility to go to them and encourage them. Like now, INEC, they are doing the voters registration again.
Okay.
So I know.
And that's where it starts from.
Yes, I've spoken to one or two people, even more than that, that they should do it too. So don't worry. If you cannot be captured here, we will look for a bus that will take you to INEC office. You go and do your biometric something there so that you can have voters card. So it's one of the things that we need to do. If we can do that, I believe that things will change.
All right.
So that I must add to it. You know?
Okay.
As a Christian has said, the responsibility of the elected officers at all levels, both from the councillor, chairman, local government, the rep, House of Assembly, and all that. You know, though the assemblies and they are doing very fantastically well. Okay. We need more intensifying on the chairman and the councillors of each. You know, you see, because people that vote, or I have a voter's card, I don't go and vote. You know, I'm losing my challenge on government, because when I have my voter's card and I didn't vote, I can't ask you
can't make demands.
I can't make any demand that okay, come and do this thing for us, or why have you not done this? Come and tell us what you have done. But that is where we get it wrong. A voter's card, a voter's card angler or holder, it has all the rights, you understand me, to ask whatever he or she wanted, and know what government is doing at all point in time.
Absolutely. We must leave this conversation here because time is not on our side. And from what we have discussed today, democracy and religion go hand in hand. They are not separated, especially when we are talking about having participatory democracy here in Lagos. Thank you so much, Reverend Bukola, Adeleke, and Dr. Abdullahi Jebe for your time on the conversation. We've been speaking to the essays to the governor on religion, that's for Christian and Islam rather. Thank you so much.
Thank you for having us. So,
thank you very much.
I want to encourage our people at home. That's 2027 general election, where I'm a religious leader and also a member of APC.
Okay.
They put it there.
Okay.
After it,
yes, now, bam.
We need more vote for our president.
Yes.
And we need more votes, especially from Lagos. He's a Lagosian. He comes from Lagos. He needs your vote. He needs your support. So make it again for him. And 2027 is by the corner. So please come out. For incoming governor and all the voting categories, senators, House of Assembly, reps, and whatever. So please vote for us and make it a day.
All right. The conversation will continue after the short break.
Thank you very much.